Back to my channel, and I'm back again with another video which is part of my Python basic series. So in the last video we started discussing about numpy arrays, and I told you that I will be creating a series of videos explaining numpy in detail. So this is a video in which we are going to discuss about how to create a numpy array, how to check their dimensions, how to create a single and a multi-dimensional array. So guys, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for further notifications. And without wasting any time, let's get started. So guys, the first thing is how we can create a array. So I think I told you in my last video as well that how we can import numpy and how we can simply use it to create an array. So here I will just write import numpy as np, and now after importing this, we basically have a function called as np.array. So let's suppose I create a marks variable here, and in which I basically want to create an array of student marks. And in this numpy array function, basically you can pass any list, set or tuple. You can basically pass any of these Python collections and they will be converted into a numpy array. So let me just create a list here. So I have this object called as my list, and in this I will pass marks like 40, 50, 75, 33, 95. Okay, so let's suppose these are student marks, and now I will just pass this list to my numpy array. And you will see that now if I want to print the marks, all my marks are printed. And if I simply check the type of marks here, it will state that it is a numpy array. So guys, this was an example using a Python list. If I simply convert this variable into a set, so if I write here set and I write the curly braces here, in that case also you will see that I am getting the exact same result. And the same thing is going to happen if you convert it into a tuple as well. So guys, this is about the np array function. Basically, it converts any of your Python collection into a numpy array. Now let's talk about dimensions. Okay, so now let's talk about a single dimensional or first of all, let's talk about a zero dimensional array. Zero dimensional array, and how to create a zero dimensional array. And first of all, what is a zero dimensional array? So guys, a zero dimensional array is an array which is only a single element. So for example, if I create a variable something called as a zero array, zero dim array, and now I just pass here np.array and I just pass one element here, for example like 100, right? So guys, this is a zero dimensional array. Whenever you are passing a single element into an np array, that's called as a zero dimensional array. And if you just print it out, you will see that it only gives you one element. You can even print out the dimensions of this array as well. So if I just write here ndim, then you will see that the dimensions of this array is 0. So guys, this is how you can create a zero dimensional array here. Another thing is one dimensional array. So guys, one dimensional array I will just show you here. If we created this variable called as marks, and in marks we basically passed one list of elements. So basically guys, this list is having all the numbers inside it, and it is not a list of list. It is just a single list with all primitive integer or float elements. In that case guys, that becomes a one dimensional array. So if I just take this marks and I print the dimension of it, so I will just insert a cell here and I will just print here ndim. You will see the dimension of this marks array is 1 because we only passed a single list and that list was also not nested at all. Okay. So guys, the next thing is how to create a two-dimensional array. If you guys remember in your school days, you must have worked with matrices. So in matrices are actually two-dimensional array. So let me create a matrix here, and I will convert this into a markdown cell for better clarity. So if you have been familiar with matrix, I will just show you that they look something like this. I will just show you here. So it is something like this: 1 comma 2 comma 3, and then bracket close, and then it was something like the next row, which used to look like this. Okay, so I hope you remember this kind of thing in your in mathematics days, and they used to look like this on your notebook. But when you try to store this matrix into your code, into your Python numpy array, it basically converts from this to something like this. So it will become one bigger list that becomes your huge outer list. And in this outer list, you will first pass this 1, 2, 3 number list, and then the 4, 5, 6 number list. So guys, this becomes your two-dimensional array. Okay, so if I just simply copy this part and I try to convert this into your NP arrays, for example, I have this method called as two-dim array, and I will just create np.array, and in this I have something like this. So I have a bigger list in which I have 1 comma 2 comma 3, one smaller list, and then another 4, 5, 6 list. Okay, so guys, once this is created, you will see that if I try to print this array, it will look something like this. And we have two lists here, and if I try to print the dimension of it, you will see that the dimension of this is 3. So guys, this is about the two-dimensional arrays. And similarly, if I just add one more outer list here, for example, if I just create something like this in which I have one more outer list, and this one more outer list is enclosing two nested lists. So for now we were having only one nested list. Now we have two nested lists inside an outer list. That will become a three-dimensional array. Okay, so now this array I can say something like a three-dimensional array, and if you simply print its dimension, you will see the dimension level is 3. So guys, that's how you can actually create n number of dimensions. You can create a three-dimensional array, two-dimensional array, five-dimensional array, it doesn't matter. Okay, and the last thing I want to teach you is how you can create a n-dimensional array with the help of a single list or with the help of a single element. For example, something like this. If I do something like this, like my multi-dimensional array, and I do something like this, np.array, and in this, if I simply pass a single list here, let's suppose I am only passing here 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, and I mention here ndim equals to 5. So guys, sorry, it's not ndim, it's ndmin. So that means that n-dimensional is 5. So basically this multi-dimensional array will be having 5 dimensions. Now if I print here its dimension, you can see that its dimensions are 5. Now let's see how this array looks. You see how this array looks now. Now because the dimension is 5, we have 5 such brackets. Okay, so we have 5 open brackets and 5 closing brackets, and that is how we are sure that the dimensions are 5. But the elements which we have defined here, they obviously form the innermost dimension. So for example, if I make this only a one-dimensional array into a multi-dimensional and numpy array, then the one-dimensional array here will become the innermost dimension. If I further add more dimension into it, so for example, I created another dimension and I write here 7, 8, 9, 10, and I close this. Now you will see that this dimension will become the the fourth smallest dimension, these list will become the second smallest dimension, the last smallest dimension, and this is how your multi-dimensional array will look. So you will see here that again I have got 5 dimensions here. I have got 5 open brackets, but in the last open bracket I have got this 1 2 3 4 and 7 8 9, and then both are enclosed by this. Okay guys, so that is how you can pass any number of dimension inside it, and you can mention that the dimension of the array is so much, and then your array will automatically be structured accordingly. So guys, I hope that was clear to you. That was a very short video about how you can create multi-dimensional arrays in case of NumPy. I hope you guys enjoyed that video and you learned something from it. If you have, then please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for further notifications. Like this video, share this video as well. Thank you so much guys, and stay home, stay safe, and bye bye.